Ghetto.
Good morning everybody and welcome to this week's vlog. We're getting a very early and frosty start on this Sunday morning. It's an absolutely beautiful day. But the reason we're starting so early is because I'm up and I'm heading to Doncaster. Hopefully you guys will have already seen the video for the Doncaster Retro Game Fair on Wednesday. And also I'm planning on going to Dorkness. Obviously it's such a great shop and it's also in Doncaster. It would be a crime not to visit both. So yeah, we're going to be looking at Dorkness in this vlog. See what we can pick up there. And I've got loads of other stuff planned for this week as well. So yeah, I'm going to have my second cup of tea before 7:30 in the morning. And I'll see you guys when we're on the way. Okay guys, so just got here. I think it's just up there. Really looking forward to going to see what's happening at Dorkness. Previously on the video, I visited them, but it was their old premises. I know that they've got a new shop. I know it's bigger and better than before, so let's go and take a look. So I'm assuming it's up here. Let's go and find out, shall we? See what's cracking. Yes. Wow, that's quite a welcome, isn't it? Oh, that's awesome. I think it's one of the coolest video game statues ever. It's the base, that Medusa. It's so cool. This shop is unreal. Unreal. I knew it was bigger and better, but I didn't know it was this. This is just like a small part of the shop. There's more around there. It's more than a shop, this is. It's almost like someone's collection. It's so neat, it's so well organised. It's probably the best organised retro game club I've ever been in. Wow. Go, Super Nintendo. Few games I don't own though. Nice box selection. I'm thinking about picking up Looney Tunes. nostalgia. I had this Micro Machines van for Christmas as a kid. I remember it opens up. Oh man. You know, things just hit you right in the feels. Christmas. Got a load of like Micro Machines with it. I remember vividly getting some like little cars that were like clear, see-through, and you could see like the engine and stuff inside them. This is what it's all about, right? Just unlocking them memories before you forgot about it. I had one of these as well. I think I had like a smaller one, maybe like a 5-inch version of this, if that exists. But I vaguely remember having one that had the battle damage on it. I think maybe you could pop some bits off it, but yeah, so much nostalgia in here. Bumped into these nice gentlemen that watch the channel. Any shout outs?
Not really. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
And you guys, all the best. It's not one you see very often. Not very often at all.
Okay, we're done at Doorway to Dorkness, and what a shop. I loved it the first time I went, but like I said to you before, it's bigger and better. I don't know if it's conveyed on camera, but yeah, one of the nicest video game stores I've been to. I could have spent hours in there, to be honest, but I need to get myself to the Doncaster Games Fair. I've got some really nice bits as well. I've got a real little weird oddity, which you know me guys, I love things like that. And I bought 2 games, and not just 2 games I've been actively searching for. I've got them saved on my eBay searches, and it's always good when you can find games for a good price that you're actively looking for. Did me a great deal. Really enjoy talking to the owners. They're a fantastic couple, and it's just great to see their passion, and they're already talking about something bigger and better. So yeah, watch this space with regards to Doorway to Dorkness. But yeah, massive shout out to them. When we get back to the Retro Ghetto, we'll be taking a look at what I picked up. If ever there was a day that I should be content with how many video games I've got, it should be today. Coming back from Doorway to Dorkness and Doncaster Retro Game Fair, yet still going to go and look in a charity shop on the way home. Always check your charity shops. Never be content. Let's go and see.
Retro Ghetto.
Taking a quick break from the workout, guys, to show you that sky. Looking biblical out here. Back to work. Looks like Mufasa's about to show Simba to the whole of the bride. Okay, and we are back in the Retro Ghetto. I have got a cup of tea. YouTube on. Shout out to Jim Corbana. Had the pleasure of chatting with him at the Doncaster Retro Game Fair. Top man. If you enjoy pickups, make sure you get in on Jim's channel. I will put a link in the description. But guys, it's been a couple of days since the big hunt that we did at the Retro Game Fair. And of course, the footage that you've just seen from Doorway to Dorkness. The reason being is I came home and I sat in front of the camera straight away, and then I literally spent a day and a half solid editing to try and get that video out early for you guys of the Games Fair. I know what it's like when I've been to them fairs in the past. Sometimes you just want to see somebody else's footage and try and spot yourself in the background. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I had a great day, as I said in that video. But what I'm going to do now is look at what I picked up at the fantastic Doorway to Dorkness. What a brilliant shop. It's definitely one of the best video game shops you could ever wish to go to. Got so much time for that shop, and yeah, I'm going to be going back very, very soon. First thing that I want to show is this. You guys know I love my little weird and wonderful things. This is a little Pac-Man toy, little ghost inside. Look that he's eaten. I looked online because there's no date on this. This is 1982. Its wind-up feature does actually work as well. I love things like this, guys. I absolutely love it. I don't love pop vinyl so much, so we're going to get rid of that. And I think we'll replace him on the Pac-Man machine, and we'll put... I mean, it's just cooler, isn't it? Having something older. Love it. Okay, so, as I said in the video, I did pick up a couple of games. Now, I'm only going to show one because I've got a video planned. It's coming very, very soon in the next couple of weeks. And I'm going to highlight that game on that video. But I was fortunate enough to find a Super Nintendo game, and one that I've been actively pursuing for quite some time, and there's no better feeling than finding something that you've been actively looking for out in the wild. And that is, I don't know what's the exact name, Looney Tunes Roadrunner. Obviously I was a big fan of this cartoon growing up. You know, I've got so many different cartoon adaptation Super Nintendo games. Yeah, this was just one that was like a glaring omission from my collection. He actually had 2 copies of this. He had another one that was slightly more expensive in slightly better condition. As you can see, it's a bit rough on the edges, but guys, you know me, I am not a mint collector by any means. I was very happy with that. That's a good price. That's about what it goes for these days. I actually watched a review on this by SNES Drunk. I've not lost the plot, guys. That's how he says the channel if you don't watch it. And it's not the best. It looks really good, but the sprites are too big and it doesn't play too well apparently, but I'll find out for myself. But yeah, really happy to add this one to my Super Nintendo collection. And as I say, it's just one I've been after for quite some time. Can't say enough positive things about the guys at Doorway to Dorkness. Just an amazing store. You've seen all the footage. It speaks for itself. It really does. But I'm definitely going to be going back there, and I'll be doing some more filming at Doorway to Dorkness in the next coming weeks and months. But as you also saw, I'm greedy. I wasn't happy with that. I went straight to a charity shop on the way home, and I found this. So this is some sort of special edition of the movie Blade Runner. It comes with, I don't know what this is. Originally I thought it was a movie cell, but I don't know if it's just some sort of like lithograph. Yeah, not really sure what it is. But yeah, it comes in like a steelbook, and then it's got like 4 discs. I'm not going to get it all out, but I think CEX are giving, I think £5 or £6 for this, and it cost me £1, so yeah, decent pickup. Can't really go too wrong with that. I've got a massive CEX pile. We're going to be going to CEX this week. That's going to be on the vlog. We're going to be doing a bit of hunting in the charity shops and the CEX, my local. So I've got loads of stuff to take in, and then maybe we'll be spending some of that credit as well. But moving along, I had another charity shop find just today, and I think it was quite a good one. So I was in the back room and I found this. So a boxed Nintendo DS Lite in white, and I also found a copy of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. So there's 4 movies on here, DVD. So I sort of said to the woman, how much do you want for these? And she just said, oh, just give me 20 quid for the both. And I said, to be honest, I wasn't an immediate yes, because I had a quick look, and DS Lites discounted are going for about 30 quid. And then it's like, you're in that territory then, aren't you? 33%. Would you buy a game in a charity shop for £2 if you're going to get a £3 voucher? It's sort of getting into that sort of grey area. I don't know whether I would, but I went with it. And the reason I decided to go with it is because upon further inspection, this thing looks like it's never been played. My suspicion is that this was owned by maybe someone elderly, because it honestly looks like it's never been touched. For some reason it has a copy of 42 all-time classics. So again, you wouldn't imagine like kids or ardent gamers are playing backgammon and solitaire in their droves. But this thing, look at it. It's absolutely mint. Honestly, it looks like it's just come out of the box. And the tell on these is the screens. I mean, look at that screen. There's not a single surface scratch on it. So that's why I decided to pick it up. Even though you should always err on the side of caution with CEX, there's no way they're going to give a discounted price for this. So even if they don't pay me for that, the non-discounted price on these is 36. So then by the time you throw these 2 in as well, you're looking at about 40 quid, then you've pretty much doubled your money. Equally, I might keep it, because it's so clean and I don't own a DS. If you're going to have one and add it to your collection, then you know, one as clean as this is the one to add, right? So I'll figure out what I'm going to do with that, but let me know in the comments what you would have done. I think all in all, you know, worst case scenario, double your money to CEX, right? So pretty happy with that. and of course comes with the charger. And then that takes me on to, let's pick Chun-Li up. There we are. Speaking of Chun-Li, here she is. New addition in a new home. Got to give a massive shout out to Marcus over at Dad and Lads Gaming. Legitimately one of my favourite channels on YouTube. I've shouted their channel out multiple times on these videos before. But basically, if for whatever reason you're not subscribed to them, go and get involved. Dad and Lads Gaming. It's basically Marcus, his son, and his nephew, and they've all got very different tastes in games, and it's just the dynamic and the banter that they have as family. It just makes for very good viewing. It's very, very funny. Okay, so Marcus messaged me, and he basically sent me a picture of loads of Xbox One games. There must have been, I don't know, 20 on this picture. And he just said, are there any of these that you haven't got? And at this point, I thought he was selling them. And I said, oh yeah, I haven't got these 3. And he said, okay, mate, I'll get them sent out to you. You know, being the guy he is, he wouldn't take any money. He wouldn't even take postage. So, you know, massive shout out to Marcus. Hopefully I'll be able to return the favour sometime soon. But yeah, these were the 3 games that I didn't have. And that was Far Cry New Dawn, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Far Cry 6, which I'm very, very happy with. This is a game that I would have eventually picked up. I'm on a real Far Cry kick at the moment. I completed 5, I completed 3, I just started playing 4, then I got distracted by something else. But once I've played through 4, I'm definitely coming to 6. This one I'll probably do some research on before, because I don't know much about that. But I mean, we're not talking about rubbish games here, guys. These are decent titles, so can't thank Marcus enough for that. Very generous of you. Make sure you're checking out his channel. I'm going to put the links in the description box below. Yeah, just awesome content that those guys are putting out. And I think that's pretty much it in terms of additions since last week. I've got this massive pile here that's going to CEX, so we're going to be taking that tomorrow. In terms of other plans for this vlog, Nintendo have just announced that they're doing a Nintendo Direct. So I'm thinking I might sort of do like a live reaction to that. I might film myself watching the Nintendo Direct, or at least give you guys the highlights of it, and then I'll give you my thoughts on the Nintendo Direct. As I said, there's going to be quite a bit more game hunting to come as well, and I also want to check this out. I picked this up on last week's vlog, this steering wheel that I got for £15 in a charity shop. I want to get this tested, so I'm going to give this a quick test and give you my thoughts on that as well, because if it's not for me, I'll take that to CEX with us as well. So yeah, loads to come, guys. Let's get into it. So unsurprisingly, given its condition, this works absolutely fine. Testing it out with a bit of Danny Phantom as gifted by Eddie. Got my little makeshift setup here. Gone for Ridge Racer 6. I love this game. Plus, if you're going to use a steering wheel, you want to drift right. I've used a Billy bookcase shelf. Got a neck cushion. This is little man's neck cushion, by the way. That's chocolate. It's hard to do it one hand. Oh, I'm trying to play through the phone. I've got my bad boy lean on. I'm here one-handed. Let me just hit one corner nicely at least. Oh no. I'm currently overlooking the phone. One hand. There we go. That's a bit better. Cut. Okay, so all in all, it's really good fun. It's a good steering wheel. I think it's like a good sort of entry-level steering wheel for the price. It works really well. You get good feedback. I don't play this game manual, so I can't comment for the paddle shift gears. But yeah, really good. I'm going to be taking it to CEX with me tomorrow. Now I've tested that it works. Things with steering wheels, I find them fun for like 10-15 minutes, but I don't like it enough to find room for it. You know, they take up a lot of room. I just ain't got that kind of real estate spare for it. And ultimately, I don't like it more than the trading credit that this gets me. I think it was like 25 quid or something, right? So, yeah, I'll probably continue to play with this for another half an hour or so before I go and get little man. But, yeah, this will probably be going with me to CEX tomorrow. So we're looking like a nice bit of CEX trade credit, I think.
Retro Ghetto.
Oh, this is going to be a long trip. Turn left, turn left, turn left, turn left. Ah. Okay, so I've made it, finally, and I've got a full bag full of good stuff to take to CEX. I had a quick look in the Retro Ghetto 2.5 and I found a few more bits, a few Steelbook Blu-rays, all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. So yeah, hopefully there's quite a bit of CEX trade credit sat in this bag. We're actually going to book the trend. We're going to go to CEX first, because obviously a couple of these things are going to need to be tested. Then we're going to do the charity shops and crack converters and everything else, and then we'll reconvene back at the cart, see what I've managed to find. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to show you guys a nice fat CEX voucher credit note. Let's go.
So I know I said I was heading to CEX first, but I couldn't resist. There's a charity shop on the way, which is the furthest one from CEX. I figured I'd come in. I'm glad I did. There's a few games here that I need to have a look at, but better than your average.
Okay, that was a great start to the day. I'm glad I decided to nip in on the way to CEX. Did any of you spot the one in there that's got real value? Let's take a very quick look at these. So the first 1, 2, 3, I'm just not 100% sure if I own them or not. So it's Crazy Taxi on the PS2, Grand Theft Auto 5, which obviously I own on multiple systems, but I'm not 100% sure if I've got the 360. And this James Bond game, there's so many of them. All of these have got slightly more than £1 value trading at CEX, so I'll check if I've got them at home, and if I haven't, I can't really lose. You get like £1.60-ish trading with these anyway, so there, that. Then, this one's got £4 trading, so that's going straight to CEX now. And this one, if anyone noticed it, I think it's got £12 trading. Transformers, Fall of Cybertron. I don't think it's one I own. I've got a couple of Transformers games, but I don't care enough to want to put it in my collection. For £12, that's going straight to CEX. Yeah, that's the best game I've found in a charity shop for a long, long time. In terms of credits, for £1 to then get £12 trading, that's yeah, that's not something that happens every day anymore, so very happy with that. Let's go to CEX. Just having a quick look at that Cybertron Transformers games as we head to CEX. It's actually a really good one to find because I think CEX have got it overpriced. They sell it for 18 and give you £12 trading, but if you look on eBay, it sells for like £12 posted, so it's definitely a good game to find. Because often you find games that have got value and you could potentially sell them for considerably more on eBay, but yeah, this one's ideal because, as I say, they're going to give you as much trade-in as you'd get in cash before fees on eBay. So yeah, great find that. What up, what up, what up?
You alright, mate?
And I am having a go on Musha, a game I've never played before. Courtesy of the man himself. Let's go.
Right, we're back in the car, and that was a very successful trip. I ended up with £144 vouchers, something like that. Obviously over 2 voucher notes because they had to test a couple of bits, but yeah, very happy with the return on that. I also picked up Sega Rally. You guys know that I am going for the 360 arcade races. At this moment in time, it looks like I'm going for the full set of arcade races on the 360, right? So yeah, Sega Rally. It's one of them that's not as common as you think it'd be. You don't see it all that often, especially not complete. So for £3.50, that's probably one that's worth picking up sooner rather than later, to be honest, guys. I did pick up another game, which I'm going to keep. Now, I know I keep alluding to these videos I've got. I've got 2 videos coming. I'm really looking forward to putting them together. And this credit note that I got today is going to help with that massively, because there's quite a few games that I want to order myself that I want to be able to have a quick playthrough, discuss and show you guys on my channel before I sort of put it out there. So that's why there's a few things I haven't shown on these vlogs. But yeah, there's 2 videos that I'm currently working on that will be on the mainline episodes that yeah, these vouchers are really gonna help massively to buy a lot of those games that I'll be able to show you guys and maybe advise that you pick up sooner rather than later. But yeah, happy with that. I'm gonna go head back to the Retro Ghetto now, do a bit tidying up, play some games, and crack on with some jobs.
Retro Ghetto.
Okay guys, so we are about to commence the Nintendo Direct. And as I say, I'm going to film me watching it, and then I'll edit it and show you guys the highlights of my reaction. And yeah, let's hope for something special. Let's hope we get like a return to F-Zero or a Diddy Kong Racing, or yeah, it'd be nice to get something new back. I'm expecting to see a bit more information about the Zelda game, the new Breath of the Wild that's coming. So yeah, let's just hope for some things to look forward to, right? Pikmin? Yep, Pikmin 4. Pikmin's one of them games I've just never put any time into. But maybe this will be the one to tempt me in. I know people that don't just like Pikmin, people love Pikmin, right? So I think people will be very happy with this. You know what, Nintendo going in hard. Usually this could have been like the last announcement, this could have been the, but wait, there's more, so this bodes well. I mean, I feel like I've seen enough Pikmin, right? let's get it moving, Nintendo, yeah? Let's keep it going. It's not a Pikmin Direct.
Influencer. And you're in luck. Tons of people are seeking the latest trends. Give them a like if you dig their style. Or suggest new outfits for them to grow as an influencer.
Who cares?
Beckons in this new paid DLC for the roguelite action platformer Dead Cells.
Okay.
Through the castle's hellish
I like this. I was a huge Dead Cells fan. And then to team that with Castlevania. I never put the two together, but you know, now you see it, it just seems like they were meant to go together, right? And you know what? I respect the company behind Dead Cells so much. They continue to bring out content for that game. They could have released a second game right by now, but wow. Okay. That's my first, like, yes, I'm going to play that. I think this art style is my wet dream. I can't picture something looking better than this game. I think this game looks absolutely stunning. Stunning. I wish it wasn't turn-based, but the art style is so beautiful that I think I'm going to have to try. It looks like everything I want from a game visually.
Why not dance with a friend to predict your compatibility and...
Okay, so I'm happy with that. I think adding Game Boys seems like a great idea for Nintendo Switch. It would have been nice if the Game Boy Advance had been on the base level as well, and not the one you have to pay more money for.
Super Mario Brothers 3. Play 38 extra levels from the Nintendo.
But yeah, I think that's a good move. Okay. This is a good idea. And I'll definitely be playing this. Remastering this is what it needs, because I hear the hype about Metroid Prime, and I tried to play it on the GameCube, and I put a few hours into it. I just felt like it hadn't aged well, like a lot of those kind of first-person shooters of that era. It takes a lot of getting used to with the controls and the camera. So if they can fix that a bit, I think that's a good idea from Nintendo. Happy with that. The last segment, it's got to be something good. There's not even mentioned Zelda yet. This has got to be Zelda, right? Yeah, this is Zelda. It looks dark. Man, I can't wait for this. I loved Breath of the Wild so much. I put over 100 hours into that. I
thought they might do it like this because obviously when you look back historically and they had Ocarina of Time and that turned into Majora's Mask. It's like the second one on the same engine, goes like a bit macabre, a bit darker. And it looks like they're going in the same direction with this.
I am not sure.
Retro Ghetto.
Right, so I'm sat here eating last night's leftover Chinese, and that game I was talking about, Sea of Stars, has got a downloadable demo on the eShop now. The one that I said looks beautiful in terms of its artwork. So yeah, just giving you guys a heads up, there is a demo available on this. It's not out for a few months yet, but I'm going to put some time into this demo and hope the game's as good as it looks. Okay guys, so just testing our old Sega Rally, and as you can see, the graphics on this game are absolutely fantastic. Not that I can play it one-handed. To be fair, I'm not very good two-handed. It always takes a bit of getting used to, doesn't it, when you get a new racing game? They've always got different mechanics. The cars feel quite light, but it's just one of them. I just need to give it a few more races to get used to it. But yeah, really impressed with the graphics. Honestly, it looks more like PlayStation 4 graphics than Xbox 360, so I think Sega did a great job with this one. Okay, so next up, I'm going to do the draw for the raffles, guys. First up, we've got the PlayStation 5 stand, kindly sent to me by Kiwi Home. Loads of you were interested in this, and massive amounts of people entered, which is fantastic. Although, it's taken me a long time to go through all the comments, write all the names down, and ultimately put them in to the mystery box here. So what I'm going to do now is draw out a random... Tell me when to stop. Okay. So here is the winner. It's really hard to do this with one hand. Oh. The winner is Brad B Skating. Nice one, Brad. Long-time supporter of the channel, Brad. So yeah, awesome, mate. I'll drop you a message on Instagram, let you know you've won. Get your address to me, and we'll get that sent out. And just to prove that these have all got individual names on, this person sadly hasn't won, but I know what the internet's like. What does that say? I can't read my own writing. Raffers Reds. Unlucky, mate. Maybe next time. Okay, so now I've got to do the whole process again for the Last of Us that I said I'd give away on the last episode. So I'll see you in about 3 hours. Okay, it's all been done. We're ready to do the draw for the Last of Us. Where is it? Here it is. As I say, I just thought I would give this away. There wasn't much value in it at CEX, like £1 or £2. And I knew that with the series being released recently, there'd be somebody out there that was interested in playing this game. That's probably started watching the TV series, so that's why I decided to give this one away. So there wasn't as many people entered this as there was the PS5 raffle. Okay, let's see who's winning. Winner is Chris C. Not sure if I know Chris. Let me know if I've got you on Instagram, mate. So what I'll do is I'll comment on your comment that said you wanted to win this, mate. Let you know you've won, and give you a shout as to how you can get in touch. But yeah, nice one, Chris. And now that's done, I just wanted to say there was a chap, James I think his name was, who entered both raffles. I was waiting to see if he won one, which he didn't. Who asked me that if he could win a game, he wanted me to sign it, which I find odd, but I think it's a nice request. So what I'm going to do, James, is CEX wouldn't take this the other day when we found this in charity shop, and I've got a couple of copies of this. I don't know why I didn't think I had it.
I think the disc is scratched, but to my knowledge he just wants a signed one to display, so I'm going to get this signed for you, sir, and drop me a message below, and yeah, I'll get this sent out to you. And there we go. I did it originally in white, but it didn't really stand out, so I went over it in green. I think it gives a nice effect. The Retro Ghetto colours. It's the first time I've ever signed anything as Retro Ghetto, and yeah, I took it as a compliment that James wanted me to do that for him, so yeah. Hope you're happy with that, mate. Once you're watching this, drop me a comment below and I'll get it sent out to you. But guys, I think that's pretty much it for another week's vlog. Another great week. I had an amazing time on Sunday, obviously, at the fair, and then at Doorway to Dorkness. And then we had the great charity shop finds and more hunting and CEX, and yeah, it's been a good year for me so far, 2023. Just in all different areas, you know, just riding the wave while it continues. So the rest of the week now is just going to be me doing stuff that's not going to film very well. I've got a lot of research to do for Wednesday's video. It's quite a research intensive video, but I'm really excited about getting it out. For those of you that have stuck around and watched this video long enough to get to the end, I really appreciate it, because I know that these videos can be quite long. So all I would say to you guys is be quick on Wednesday's video. That's all I'm going to say, but yeah, Wednesday, 3:45, you might want to jump on this one quite quickly. But yeah, really excited to get it out. But it's going to be a lot of like research, playing the games. I've had a bid CEX delivery arrive today. I'm hoping I'm going to get some more games arrive in the post tomorrow. Every day's Christmas, right? But yeah, thanks again to everybody taking the time to watch. Much appreciated you guys supporting the channel, supporting the vlogs. I've got loads more good stuff planned for next week. Probably going to do another giveaway next week as well. So as always, play your games, keep it retro. I'll see you all real soon. Take care.
Retro Ghetto.